Hey YouTube, how's it going? We're here. We're back with the finale of G-Witch. Really quick, if you could like the video for me, please, I greatly appreciate it. Now, big laser, go boom. Let's hop in. Episode 24. We're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A few of you guys are saying that, oh, they're firing again. A few of you guys are saying that Eri might not be dead yet. Yeah, I don't think she's gone either. It would be like a race against time. I'll be like, get off me. Like, you was fighting me. Like, you just would have left me alone. Everything would have been fine. Oh, my bad. Into the... Uh-oh. 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 What just happened? One of y'all... This isn't something I came up with. But one of y'all... I remember someone said, I don't remember if it was in Discord, I don't remember if it was in a YouTube comment, I don't remember when this was, but someone said, what if Eri and Suletta mind melded? I don't even know if mind melding is a thing in this universe, but what if it happened? Yeah, take two best girls and make an even better girl. I agree. I do agree. I love Suletta, and Eri is my favorite character in the series. Anything is possible in Space Magic. Yeah. But I do remember seeing that somewhere. I don't remember where I saw it. So if you said it, put it somewhere in the comments. Let me know. I'll give you your credit. I don't remember who said it. But it'd be interesting. It would be. The swears that was cool. Someone making a giant death laser disappear. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Last episode. The permit's still affecting her? Wait, the permit's still affecting her when she's not inside of a Gundam? Is that normal? No, it's not normal, right? Yeah, basically, you have time. Same thing with Elnora. Her face is red too. Is Miorine she wouldn't know anything about Ox Earth, right? Would she know anything about that? I'm asking. I don't remember. It's a lot of stuff I don't remember. True, maybe from Bell. That's true. The area's propulsion controls. You people. Mobile suits from the big space laser here. What's gonna happen with the sword is that Guel begged Lauda not to use it anymore, right? I will be the one pilot. She put the helmet back on. I don't think anyone questioned that she did, and that's scary. For the permit stuff never to go away, that's scary. She's gonna make you promise some things. We're gonna have to make some deals. Oh, oh. What is Suletta about to make this thing go boom? Baby, what is she doing? Uh, oh, is that Mio's mom? It's not. It's. He was a good boy. Okay, the bits are coming back. The last person that said something like that in the Gundam series died. His name was Biscuit and Orga. I need to close my mouth. I'm I'm speechless. Uh, 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 uh. That's a great transition. Dude, nothing I thought was gonna happen in this series happened. I wonder how long he's gonna get. So Eri is the little trinket. Oh wow. So this series is really only gonna be one season. Oh, hags. I notice her as brown again, or brownish reddish. Space magic indeed. If only a Haro was there. I didn't expect this to just be one season. I really didn't expect it to be one season. I definitely expected more people to die. I thought a lot of more people were going to die. One thing I will say, right? I feel the same way I felt at the end of Iron Blooded Orphans. Right? Granted, everything was shaped up like we used space magic to give ourselves a happy ending, right? But I'm still sitting from a perspective just before this time skip and before all the big magic stuff started happening, where we had people like making the comparison directly to IBO. We had people who, like, we had the kids from Mars, the child soldiers, right? The child soldiers who, this is where the story concludes. The Witch from Mercury. Wow. Boy. I want to say this first, and then I'll get into the finale. But I feel like in IBO, you had these child soldiers, right, who didn't have a great life, right? Their life sucked. And then they finally become Tekkadan. And through becoming Tekkadan, they make a name for themselves and all of this stuff. But like they slowly start to become like the bad guys to a specific group of people. It's like to us, they're not the bad guys because we've watched them from the beginning. But to everyone else, I can't remember the name of the school is difficult to say in this show. The name of the organization that was like the government in IBO is mad difficult to say. I could never say it. But it's like they become the bad guys to them. And it was like this whole thing is like they ended up child soldiers and all this bullcrap because everything that was going on with them. Gjallarhorn, there it is. So it was like they were already unfortunate people. Then going from unfortunate, they were unfortunate because of the situations that were happening with Gjallarhorn, with all the other things. Like Gjallarhorn was at play for why these child soldiers and all this stuff was happening. So then Tekkadan finally makes a name for themselves, and then they become villains to Gjallarhorn, and then end up being killed by Gjallarhorn. And I feel the same way in this, where it's like you had Ox Earth just doing their little Gundam experiments and were deemed evil and the bad guys by the Bennett group. And all killed, and then this one woman wanted to take it into her own power to get her family back and try to take everything down, and then ends up becoming the villain, and then the same people that did this to her are telling her that she's wrong, and then she basically she gets a happy ending, like she gets to live out her life. She has her daughters and all this stuff, they're still around, but it's just like screw you. Right? It's just like screw you. It's like that sucks. It sucks. It's like I feel the same way where it's just like I get to the end and I'm just like, these people just get screwed by the people that did this to them in the first place. And then the people that did this, it's just like they still get to stick around. They're fine. It sucks. It's just like looking at it from a specific point of view. It sucks. But at least in this, like, it's like a legit, like they at least get a happy ending, right? Like Elnora's off. She's just going to live out her life. Zuletta's happily married, all this stuff. She's with her family, all that. You get all that stuff. I will say, I wish we would have went back to I don't even remember his name. Alcott. I wish we could have gone back to him. Like, I like this character a lot. I wish we could have gone back to him. I feel like there was a lot you could have did. There was a lot you could have did with a second season. But I get it. If they didn't think it was going to be popular, they made sure that they could at least tell a great story in the 24 episodes. There's so much you could have did with a second season. Even if it would have ended exactly the way this season ended, there's still so much more you could have done in a second season. There is. That would have been really cool. It really would have. One thing, like, just with the point I was making, it's accurate. The government always wins. One way or another. They're always going to come out on top. That's in the real life. And it's like, it's a real thing. It's just like, we could try our damnedest. We could do all we can. But it's not going to do much good. It'll make a ripple here or there. It won't do much good. There's still going to be issues. Things might be a little different, but there's still going to be issues. Maybe they'll give us a new series and a timeline with a new protagonist focused on what happens. Also, to explain the permit ghosts, if you notice, only LN4 and Area had the permit markings. Yeah, meaning they were the only two true beings in the data storm. The other characters were just reconstructions from people's memories of them. Yeah, okay. Gotcha, that makes sense. Like they had the little like constellation stuff. That permit marking stuff. Overall, I liked it. I liked this series. I liked it. It's for me, I don't have much to compare it against, but I think I liked IBO more because I had more time with those characters. So it's like a hard thing to like try to like compare it for me to the last series because I had almost 50 episodes with those characters. I only got 24 of these. So it's like it's hard to be like, oh well, I thought it was good. I did. Even though like I'm not a big Gundam person, so I don't know how people feel about all the space magic stuff. I didn't mind it, right? I didn't mind it at all. We're dealing with clone children and all this stuff. Like space magic starts happening, then what the heck? But I didn't mind it. I thought like that image you linked in there. I thought that stuff whenever they were going around and they like were like all the Gundams were like reacting together like that. I thought it visually was incredible looking. It's kind of like the whole end was like very like left me a little speechless for real. I was like, this is crazy. I just need to let this play out. I really don't have anything to comment on. I really don't. Journey was enjoyable. I mean, one of your favorites. Spent practically a week collecting thoughts. Space magic is pretty rare. It is pretty much legendary director's metaphor for the thing that's too deep for me to understand. We saw 94 animators on this episode. It showed. It really showed. Because when they started flying together, when they released the whole field, that thing was crazy. That thing was crazy looking. Looked great. It looked great. It really did. Man, I wish we had a little bit more time with these characters. I feel like that's my final conclusion. I liked it. I thought it was good. Would I recommend it? I would recommend it to people. I wish I had more time. And I feel like that's a good thing to like leave off on something. Right? Wishing I got more time with these characters, wishing I got to know them more, wishing I could have spent more for me anyways. I deem that like a good thing where if I like something so much and there just wasn't enough time for me to just spend with the characters, I wish I had more of it. I feel like that's a good thing because in my opinion and how I'm saying it, I'm not saying it in a way where it's like, oh, the character sucked, I needed more time with them. I'm saying it in a way where it's just like the show did a good job at telling me who these characters were. Just me greedily, I wish I had more time with them. because I feel like the more time I have with them, even the more invested, the more in love I'll fall. The more I'll fall in love with these characters, and it'll make the emotional parts hit more. I'm firmly in that camp now. It took me a long time. Right, I'll be 30 this year. It took me until a couple of years ago to really get into like the mindset of needing exposition, needing good storytelling, needing good character moments for the hype to actually work. I feel like the ending of this episode, I got a little emotional. I didn't cry. I could have. If there were more time, if this same ending happened, but it was 2 seasons, I would have cried. I felt it here, but I was like a little more time, I would have cried. But it's one of those things where, what's the point I'm trying to make? I stopped myself to make a point, and then I forgot my other point. It's the point of when you get to this final episode and all of this stuff happens. The reason why, for me, it works so well is because I spent those episodes with Suletta and her struggling, with Myorine and her struggling, knowing about Eri and then thinking so much about Eri and what happened to her, and knowing what Elnora used to be, and seeing where she is now, and knowing that there's pain, and seeing what it's driving her. Like, the reason why this works is because of all of those things that are already established. It makes the hype hit more because I'm invested in these characters and these hype moments that people just, Sakuga, it's action. Like, at the end of these action bits, like, there's a winner, there's a loser. There's life, there's death, right? There's repercussions to the hype. And my characters that I like so much are on the receiving end of those repercussions. So hype can be hype, but then what about after the hype? Like, that's where I am now. Like, I need the hype stuff to lead me to great character moments, and I need the great character moments to lead me to more hype. They feed each other. And I feel like it's like a thing for anime and how people view it on the internet, where if something doesn't look incredible, people really don't care. They get bored when people start talking. I don't know if this is just the time we live in, the shorter attention span. If there's not a cool fight every episode or every other episode, you're going to lose people. If you try to build characters up, people really don't care. But then they get to the hype moments, and then everyone wants to be like, what the hell are we fighting for? It's just like you didn't pay attention, or you didn't care to pay attention. So it's just like, I don't know. Hype in this, it worked for me. I wish I had more time. If I had more time, I'd be like, I would be sniveling and snot. I would have cried if I had another season's worth of content and it led up to the exact last episode, this whole final episode. If you just took episode 24 and then moved it, pow, another 20 episodes in the future, and then gave me 20 episodes of more stuff that's happening before it, and then gave me this episode, it would hit like a Mack truck. Right now it hit like a school bus, but this hit like a Mack truck. It would have. It really would have. It just sucks. It sucks. It sucks. Yeah, that's my final thoughts, man. That's my final thoughts. I liked it. I thought it was cool. Would be better. Would this be better if Eri was in a Haro? Maybe. I didn't even know. I'm confused. Like, space magic indeed. I thought the little trinket, did it make noise before? I don't remember if the thing made noise. I thought it was just a little charm on a keychain. So I'm like, the fact that it's like lighting up and stuff and it's talking and Eri's able to be in there, I'm like, that's weird. It's weird. But then again, Suletta casted a spell. She casted a spell. And even say something, Suletta, it took Suletta 3 years and she's still finally getting her mobility back. Like, she still had crutches that she was using. They were in the field. Nora's paralyzed. Who are the little kids? I didn't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Who are the little kids that Suletta was playing with? On that form should be taken anywhere else. Yeah, there was the thing in the back of the head. Okay. There was the thing in the back of the head. Kids for the upcoming school. See, I wasn't paying attention. I was all caught up by, they're alive. Like, I was, in my brain, I wasn't saying nothing, but I was like, they're alive. Who's alive? Oh my God. Okay. I do, now that I'm sitting here, I can hear her voice, and I read the subtitles. She did say that. I end this series with Eri and Suletta being tied for my favorite character. I do. I end this series with those two being tied. Funny because they're in one way or another the same person. So I think I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. So I'm glad for all the people that liked it or didn't like how I felt about some parts of the show. Bah humbug. I don't care. For everyone else, if you're still watching, I appreciate you guys for watching any one of these reactions, for clicking on any one of them. I thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the series. I'm glad I was able to share it. Like, it was tumultuous. It started off as streams. We got copyright strikes, moved over to videos in the Discord. We made it work. I'm glad we were able to make it work. I hope you guys have a good one. I'm planning to do something Gundam related in the Gundam universe. I don't know if it's going to be, is it the UC timeline? Something like that. I don't remember all this stuff. If it's the UC timeline or if it's going to be something else, I'm going to figure something out. And I'll come back with some Gundam content in the very near future. So if you guys stay sub, I'd appreciate it. Look out for that. So thank you guys. Oh, and I'm going to be trying to build these things. I keep buying more and more, right? And I'll build them. I'll find a day where I can do these. So I'm going to call it there. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. And I'll see you next time, whenever that is. So again, thank you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you. Hold on. I need to check something before I even do this. Because I did something last time. I don't care. What the hell? Peace out. Wrong one.